Y'all good?
Yeah.
Ready for Saturday?
Oh, excited, man.
It's born ready.
Very,
Huh? Oh, man, what can I say, man? Of course, Tank, somebody that's been in the gym since he was a little baby, so we real familiar with him. Camp was beautiful. Yeah.
Talk to us about Saturday. I know Lamont is from DC. You probably know him very well, too.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to us how you prepare Tank for this fight.
You know, it's crazy because that's something we all had to get up for. You know, it's different when we go into battle against somebody we don't know. You know what I mean? But we know Lamont. Lamont comes to the gym and spot. In fact, his last, I believe, 2 fights, we were all in there preparing for the last 2 fights. So I didn't get that phone call until late. I didn't know we were fighting Lamont. And when it came to pass, you know, it made you feel kind of funny because it's like family too. But I had to put that aside and look at his business. And that's what it is. I mean, it's going to be love before and love after.
How did the relationship with you and Gervonta take place? You know, being in his corner now. Will you be in his corner come Saturday night?
I will be in his corner. Here's the deal. We got a long history. Calvin called me years ago. Gervonta was a little boy, maybe 8, 9 years old. Brought him up to the gym, and we've been together ever since. Times when you don't see us, myself, and maybe Patrice Harris with him, we still write his fight plans up and everything. So we've been together for a long time.
Coach, can you just give us some clarification or understanding? Because the obvious question is, you know, is Calvin also going to be in that corner? And if not, why?
Oh yeah, you see him here now, right?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? See, I hear things, right?
Sure.
But nevertheless, Calvin will be there, Coach Barry will be there, Coach Boogie will be there, and Kenny will be there as well.
It's not the first fight you was in the corner, right? You was in the pit bull corner too, right?
I was in the pit bull corner. If you look at his earlier fights, when he first started out, the grind, like we like to call it, I've been there, even in the amateurs. So this is nothing new. You know what I mean? And it's one of them things where you know how the internet is, and then take a mind of his own and just take flight without even knowing. But Tank is like family to us. You know what I mean? Lamont is family too. But Tank, Lamont comes to the gym and spar all the time. Tank is one that we've been working with since the beginning.
Barry, I know when the first press conference took place here in New York, Gervonta said like he was going to fight this fight and I believe another one and he was going to retire. But then he came out in a podcast and said that kind of changed his mind. How's his mindset right now, you know, about that retirement talk? Is that something that is still lingering? Did y'all talk about it?
Mindset is good. Here's the deal. These fighters, coaches, and we go through a lot. You know what I mean? And I get it. You know what I mean? I even understood why he said what he said. But a lot of times when we speak and make a decision like that, it's based on emotion, right? When you step back from it, you know what I mean? Kind of get yourself together. You know, your way of thinking is different. He is not that kid with 10 years left again, put it that way. Excellent fighter, he's a special talent, he's different. But nevertheless, no, I think he'll be around a while. We still got some stuff we got to do.
Yeah.
I honestly only saw clips of it. I didn't see the fight. When we get locked in, we locked in. You know what I mean? So my mission right now is Tank and Lamont Roach.
Coach, what do you think of Ryo coming in at 35 at a higher weight class, a little stronger, he looked a little bigger? What do you make of that? Could that be a factor in this fight?
Well, you know, most of the guys that fight at these weights coming down from 20 and 30 and 40 pounds, right? So, yes, will he carry that power up there with him? That's a whole nother ball game. Me, I think yes. But nevertheless, most fighters that fight, very rarely do you see a fighter that fight 147, 135, that is that true weight. Most of them be middleweights coming down.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, I got a question for you. So, you know, obviously I heard what you just said. When y'all lock in, y'all lock in. But Tank has received flack for some opponent choices. Whether that's right or wrong is not my question. My question is for you. Who would you say is the opponent that would be an undeniable opponent for Tank that people cannot refute, that you would like to see him in the ring with?
As a fan,
Sure.
as a boxing fan, me, I like to see Inouye.
You want to see Inouye come up and fight Tank?
Yes, or we meet somewhere in the middle.
Why?
And the reason why, because he was named the monster for a reason. I'm a fan, but nevertheless, he's explosive, he's skillful, and I think it's somebody that will, you know, challenge what we do.
But do you think that quiets that? Because if Tank fights anyway, that's another fighter coming up. Would you not want to see him in there with some of the best fighters in his division right now, the champs? Maybe 140?
You do realize that Tank easily is not a real 140 or 135 pounder. Actually, he's a small guy. He's just explosive as hell. You know what I mean? And make him look bigger than what he is. But nevertheless, he can make that weight. Who would you like for him to see?
Me personally?
Yes.
I would like to see him fight one of the champs at 135. Keyshawn, Shakur, Loma.
Loma I love. Again, based on skill. You know what I mean? Keyshawn, I'm cool with that too. I don't care. That's Gervonta. You feel me? So whatever, whoever, we confident in it.
Do you consider Inoue and Tank the top two most skilled fighters in the game today? Inoue and Tank?
Tank for sure. Inoue is definitely one of the top fighters, but if put it this way, if this is Mount Rushmore boxing, Canelo Alvarez, Tank, Terrence Crawford. Three faces. If you had three faces.
About both of them fighting Crawford and Canelo in the summer?
It's hard to bet against. I love Canelo, right? Bad man. Always have it. I was there when he fought Floyd, and he ain't lost since then, right? Terrence Crawford just a hard dude to bet against, man. You know what I mean? Smart money would say for some of the people that would be Canelo Alvarez, right? It's hard for me to bet against Terrence Crawford, man. So, come on. It's just like, when you see your hero and you get a chance. When Tank was young, we had Adrian at the time, Adrian Brawner. And of course, when he saw him, and that took flight. And that story I told on that lead up to the fight, that was true. You know what I mean? And same thing like Adrian, he had somebody he looked up to, so that can help Scooter drastically. And he's a good fighter, great fighter, and he want to be where Tank is. You know what I mean? And he knows the steps to get there now, so that's what it is. Yeah.
Any final prediction for the fight?
No, I won't do that. You know what I mean? I'm hoping for a good fight for the people. You know what I mean? Explosive fight. Now let me say this about Lamont Roach one more time. I heard some of the people trying to downplay what he is and what he can do. Kid can fight. I bear witness to that. And from where we from, we're used to this. We had to fight each other just to get out of the state, right? But make no mistake about it. They don't like to lose, we don't like to lose. It's gonna be a hell of a fight come Saturday.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
For sure.